Why is graffiti considered vandalism?
And why or when is it art?
There has been a big controversy on this topic over the past few years where people have been questioning whether graffiti is a form of expression of the artist or if it's a disrespectful act to private property or public areas. Our pop relates to this ethical dilemma because for some people graffiti is considered art, and in our pop we learn how to create and identify art.
We are personally interested in this topic because according to the article 26 of Ley de la Cultura Cívica in Monterrey, graffiti is illegal because it is not considered art. But there are many parts of the world, such as Melbourne and New York, that graffiti is considered art and it is appreciated, respected, and valued.
The term called art is used to describe any form of creation developed with a certain intention, feeling, and impact on the viewer. In the matters of creation, there are types of art that are considered street art or graffiti art. According to David Maddox 2016, these kinds of arts are illegal to the point of view of the law because they're violating and invading private property, and this is called vandalism. The vandals call themselves artists because they obviously consider their creations art, but for the point of view of the law, it is still a crime.
According to Darren Cooley in 2011, street art is unrestricted, creative, and interesting. It's an incredibly diverse arts movement. Ray Burrage 2018 expresses that there is certain beauty to graffiti, with all colors and different styles. There has been a debate about graffiti ever since the caveman days.
Making graffiti is considered an ethical dilemma because if it was prohibited, street artists may not have the rights to express their feelings or emotions throughout it. But if it was legalized in the cities would look dirty and people would start complaining about it.
It is very hard to find a solution to this dilemma because everyone has different opinions on what is art and what isn't.
Before this investigation, we didn't have a strong judgment on the topic, but after doing all the research, we were able to see both sides of the dilemma. During the development of this subject, we had difficulties and discussions within the team because we had different opinions on the matter. But after we all researched and informed ourselves further, we were able to understand the others' perspectives.
What is art for some people will not be for others. This controversy exists because of people thinking what it is instead of what it means. The definition of art is to express yourself, so we need to find a safe way to do it.
Before my investigation, I knew that graffiti was illegal, and I personally believed that it wasn't art because it just isn't unpleasant to see it. After my investigation, it's still not in my way of thinking that it is considered as art. My contribution in this investigation was to research for consequences for short, long, and medium term.
Before my research, I didn't have any idea of why people consider graffiti as an act of vandalism. I just saw it as an artistic way for people to express themselves throughout it. After this research, I understood why people consider vandalism. It is because these artists, start painting in areas where it is prohibited. As a team, we had really few problems in this topic, since half of the team consider vandalism as art and the other half consider it as vandalism. At the end, we saw why was it an ethical dilemma, since there is not a correct point of view. And well, my contribution to this project was to research about why was graffiti considered by some people as art and why was it considered by some people as vandalism. And also my contribution was to research why, where, and when is graffiti vandalism.